Here's our next Dr. Seuss. I can lick 30 tigers today. And other stories. I can lick 30 tigers today. I can lick 30 tigers today. Well, maybe 29. You down there with the curly hair. Will you please step out of the line? I can lick 29 tigers today. Well, that's sort of a mean thing to do. I'll cut down my list. First group is dismissed. I'll beat the next 22. I can lick 22 tigers today. Well, maybe I'll lick 13. You in the front row, you're excused. You may go. Your fingernails aren't clean. I can lick 13 tigers today. Well, quite a few of you seem underweight. It's not fair, after all, to lick tigers so small. I'll only lick 8. I can lick 8 big tigers today. Well, you look sort of sleepy to me. Some of you chaps should go home and take naps. I intend to only lick 3. Well, it's frightfully hot in the sun. You two, I'm afraid, should lie down in the shade. You're safe. I shall only lick 1. I can lick 1 tiger today. But I sort of a hunch that it's noontime is near, so you just wait for me here and I'll beat you up after lunch. King Louis Katz. Way back in the olden golden days, in the year 139, a fancy camp named Louis was the king of Katzenstein. King Louis was a proud cat, mighty proud of his royal tail. He had it washed every morning in a 10-gallon golden pail. My tail is such a lovely tail, King Louis used to brag. My tail must never touch the earth, my tail must never drag. So Louis Katz made Phooey cats follow him around, and Phooey kept the kingly thing from dragging on the ground. Well, all was fine in Katzenstein. The king's tail wasn't dragging, but one day Phooey looked behind and saw his was sagging. My lovely tail, he sighed with pride. Oh, this will never do. If Louis has his tail up, I'm going to have mine held too. So Phooey cats made Cooey cats follow him around, and Cooey cats kept Phooey's tail from dragging on the ground. Now, all was fine in Katzenstein till Cooey's pride was hurt, and he discovered his fine tail was dragging in the dirt. So Coozy made a cat named Choosy follow him around, and Chewy cats kept Cooey's tail from dragging on the ground. And so it went in Katzenstein. Next, Chewy cats got Hooey, and Hooey cats got Bluey cats, and Bluey cats got Prooey cats. Till all the cats in Katzenstein were hiking round and round, all keeping one another's tails from dragging on the ground. All proud, except for one small cat. Last cat in the line, the last cat of all the cats that lived in Katzenstein, a most unhappy little cat named Zooey Katzenbean. His tail would never be held up, and poor old Zooey knew it, because holding up a cat's tail takes another cat to do it. But Zooey got so awfully mad, so mad he could spit, but he did a far, far braver thing. He simply yelled, "I quit!" I cannot, shall not, will not lug this stupid thing around. He slammed the tail of Pruey Cats. He slammed it on the ground. Then Pruey Cat slammed Bluey's cats, and Bluey Cat slammed Hooey's, and Hooey slammed Chewy's, and Chewy slammed Cooey's, and all tails and cats and slams were slammed, including proud King Louie's. And since that day at Katzenstein, all cats have been more grown up. They're all more democratic because each cat holds his up. The glunk that got thunk. A thing my sister likes to do some evenings after supper is sit upstairs in her small room and use her thinker-upper. She turns her thinker-upper on, she lets it softly purr. It thinks up friendly little things with smiles and fuzzy fur. She sometimes does this by the hour when she's tired of play, she turns on her unthinker and unthinks the things away. Well, one evening she was thinking up some fuzzy little stuff, and Sister said, "This stuff's all right, but it's not fun enough. I've got to think up bigger things. I bet I can, you know. I'll speed my thinker upper up as fast as it can go." "Think, think," she cried. Her thinker-upper gave a snorty snore. It started thunk, thunk, thunking as it never had before. With all her might, her eyes shut tight, she cried, "Thunk, thunk some more." Then blunk, her thinker-upper thunked, a double clunker clunk. My sister's eyes flew open. She saw she'd thunked a glunk. He was greenish, not too cleanish, and he sort of had breath. "Good gracious," gasped my sister. "I thinked up quite a meth." She turned on her unthinker, tried to think the glunk away, but she found that her unthinker didn't seem to work that day. The glunk just smiled and said, "Dear child, you can't unthunk a glunk. Ask anyone, they'll tell you that a glunk can't be unthunk. I'm here to stay forever in your lovely, lovely home, and now with your permission, dear, I'll use your telephone. I'll call my mother every night. It gives her such great joy. She lives 9,000 miles away, and I'm her only boy." "Long distance is expensive," Sister cried. "Get off that line." But the glunk dialed. "Text cut 123409. "Hello, dear mother," gabbed the glunk. "I hope you're feeling fine, and don't worry about the phone bill. It's all paid by a friend of mine. I'll just call you up to tell you how I love you. Oh, I do. And today I did some cooking. I cooked some glunkers too. Let me tell you how I did it. You want to make some too. You take a cup of applesauce and add a pinch of straw. You drop in 14 oysters, 7 cooked and 7 raw. You beat it to a frazzle with a special frazzle spade, and you pour it in a rubber boot half filled with lemonade, and then you toss it in the mixer and you spuggle it and spin it." "Stop!" my sister yelled. "It costs $10 every minute." "Money, pooh," the glunk just laughed. "Don't think of things like that." Then he said, "Now, darling mother, let me see, where was I at? Yes, you take it off the mixer, you stew it nicely pink, you add a hunk of something, chunk-a-lunk, I think. You chuck in chunks of chiclets, you plunk in 7 cherries, and then you plunk in, dear mother, the 3 dozen kinds of berries. Now, mother mine, please do this right. Those berries that you're plunking, unless you plunk them with great care, will keep the stew from glunking. Stop, stop, my little sister screamed. It's not a funny joke. My father can't afford this call. My father will grow broke. Now you keep still, the glunk snapped back. He kicked her in the shin. Don't you interrupt my mother. She's plunking berries in. Now, mother, plunk one berry blue. Now plunk one berry raz. What's that? You have no raspberries? Oh, everybody has. If you don't have berries raz, a schnootzberry will do. You have a snoots? I know you have. Now plunk it in the stew. And he went on talking berries with his dear old darling mother. He jabbered and he blabbered 1 whole hour and then another. He talked $300 worth. My sister shook with fright. This glunk might cost us millions. He might jabber on all night. My father will be ruined, will be penniless, we're sunk, unless I can unthunk him. Oh, I must unthunk this glunk. And that is how I found them. She was standing there unthinking, the glunk still talking glunk or stew. The glunk was not unglunking. Could she unthink the glunk alone? It was very doubtful whether, so I turned on my unthinker, and we unthunk the glunk together. Then I gave her quite a talking to about her thinker-upper. Now she only thinks up fuzzy things in the evening after supper. I can lick 30 tigers today.